Like many of us, Richard and Emily Staley posted pictures of their newborn online, but their photos caused worldwide debate as the couple shared the most private and painful of moments. And now, for the first time, the Staleys talk about the decision to share those pictures and the reaction it caused. The photos may be difficult to look at, but their story is not to be missed. Tonight, here's our Christine Lazar.
It was a textbook pregnancy filled with routine checkups and ultrasound photos.
I was excited because I waited for so long to see her beautiful little face.
For Emily and Richard Staley, it was a dream come true, a baby they had already named Monroe Faith.
The only thing I wanted to do was hold her and not let go of her.
Like many parents, they bought a monitor to listen to the baby's heartbeat at home. But Emily's blissful pregnancy would take a devastating turn this past July. As she fixed her son breakfast, she realized she hadn't felt Monroe kicking since the night before. She reached again for the baby monitor. This time, it only brought silence.
So when I couldn't find her heartbeat, like literally I felt like my heart just sank.
Emily rushed to the hospital where nurses confirmed what she feared. They too could not find a heartbeat.
And that's when the ultrasound tech had come in and told me that her umbilical cord was only showing about 2 inches and everything else was wrapped around her face.
The Staleys were told to come back the next day to deliver their baby girl, who they knew would be stillborn.
I just sat in the car literally for like an hour and a half just crying. I couldn't believe what was going on.
While Richard and Emily went home to prepare for the birth of their daughter, one of Emily's friends contacted family photographer Lindsay Natzik-Viatoro and asked her if she would come to the hospital and document Monroe's birth.
I really wanted to capture these first-time moments with this family because they were never, ever gonna get it back with this baby.
Natzik-Viatoro was in the operating room as Monroe was delivered by cesarean section.
I think the hardest part was her saying to Richard, is she out yet? Is she out yet? Is she out yet? And she was out. I just remember looking at her and she knew when she saw like my face that the baby was out and that this was not a dream.
Monroe Faith was stillborn on July 26, 2 weeks before her due date. Full term, she weighed 6 pounds and 2.5 ounces. These photos were taken just moments after her birth.
And I just yanked my mask down and I just said, she's perfect. And she just screamed.
Doctors placed Monroe on her mother's chest.
I just pleaded with God to bring her back and hear her cry.
Natzik-Viatoro kept shooting as Emily met her daughter after 9 months of anticipation.
I thought she was the most beautiful baby I've ever seen.
There were photos of Monroe's tiny toes and little fingers.
She had red hair like me. Her daddy's nose.
Photos that captured Emily grasping her child's hand. All the photos most new parents try to take in the hospital. Natzik-Viatoro didn't want Monroe's photos to be any different than a baby born alive.
I mean, this happens to thousands of people every month.
1 in 160 births end in stillbirth. Hoping to raise awareness, Natzik-Viatoro posted Monroe's photos to her Facebook page with 180,000 followers.
With this stillbirth, I really wanted to change the stigma of that whole hush-hush thing, that whole, like, let's not talk about it.
The response was overwhelming. Hundreds of thousands of comments. The photos shared all over the world.
We only initially did it for ourselves to have pictures of our daughter, but sharing it with the world, it's just nothing but love and support. That's basically all I've really gotten out of it, and it's just truly a blessing.
Gifts have been flooding in from people touched by Monroe's photos.
It has her birth date and says Monroe Faith.
The couple also took that recording of Monroe's beating heart in the womb and put it into a stuffed bunny.
That turned into heartbeat.
So many reminders of a baby girl who spent not a second on this earth, but managed to touch lives worldwide.
She's touching people's lives.
Her memories living on.
And that was our Christine Lazar reporting there. You can go to our Facebook page, kcal9.com, to share your thoughts on the Staley story. You can also watch the story again on kcal9.com, and we'll be posting it in just a few minutes for you. The Staleys tell us in the meantime they hope to try for another child soon. No matter what, they are great parents.
What a beautiful tribute to that little
Absolutely.
baby
To
girl.
Monroe.
My goodness.
Yeah.